They asking my name, huh?
You ready?
STRO, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of the what ought to be a great matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Los Angeles Rams. I'll talk to you again at halftime. But for the call of this one, let's send it out to our EA Sports broadcast team. It's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to Southern California as we've got playoff football ahead in the City of Angels. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Green Bay Packers and the Los Angeles Rams. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
258! 58, come on! Here we go.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
We want it.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones.
I got you, boy.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run. Devontae Freeman. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Going to run the sweep here. This is count. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee, and it's third down.
Okay, let's decide here. He was open, right? Not extraordinarily open, but open enough that if you're an NFL quarterback, you got to make that throw, right? It's got to be complete.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
Yeah, he missed that one and missed it in a big way.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur. They've got to do a better job up front and create some space because they're right there, almost literally on their own goal line.
Just a couple of feet away from a safety. That could have been disastrous. Oh, that is going to be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's pile this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Woods the intended receiver, but now it'll be third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Third and long. It's gone. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Here comes the boom!
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Hey, pick your game. At the 36-yard line.
On second down, it's Jones. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. They'll run it with Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 20. And all the way down to the 9. A big run there by Jones. 41 yards on the ground. The first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have taken the lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball. But how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Crosby with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go!
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum? They try a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now it's gone off the bootleg. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this.
Get ready, get ready.
Second quarter now from Los Angeles. It is the Rams in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
This is Freeman. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. From the 50, it's gone. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. Kenny Clark forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
To try again after the sack. Goff. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a 1st down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
3 down.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib.
When we talk about Aqib Talib, technique is not the word that comes to mind, but don't worry about that. This guy anticipates as well as anyone in the league, and he did just that, picking off another pass.
They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Goff, open man is Higbee, the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Number 12 back out there. Aaron and his Packer teammates set to begin their drive. He has not had the start to this game that he envisions here in the second quarter. He's struggling a little bit. But, hey, they're in the lead right now. So kind of what's going on in his head, do you think, Charles?
I think that's what he has to keep in mind. Winning the ball game is not going the way he wants in terms of his own play. But, oh, yeah, that's right, winning the ball game. So don't press. Don't try and do things outside of what's going on right now. Don't try to increase your game or get yourself right. Just make sure you continue to lead your ball club and keep them moving in the right direction.
Well, they've got that lead so far. One interception for him, no touchdown passes. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Again, he was looking for Davante Adams, and that takes us from second to third down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
On second and very short, Rodgers, and he finds his tight end, Graham. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We'll remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 28.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Rodgers to throw once more. He's got it to Williams. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And Graham's got it, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Let's go, Bill. Bring it up. Hey, 18. Mike, 54. Danny.
And again, it's Rodgers. And he's got the connection to the tight end, Graham. Touchdown, Packers.
That's a touchdown. That's a touchdown.
A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Rodgers pass complete to number 80.
Extra point try now for Crosby.
Green Bay.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Packers 14. Rams.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Shoot it.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wound.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back out inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. The connection made, it's Graham. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now it's Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Yeah, score.
Chester Rogers there to make the grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And we move to spotlighting Brandon Cooks. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
Something to get in the ball. We'll see if they can do it. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, gone. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
It's caught here by Adams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Gone. And that is incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, Goff. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Going up top for Kupp. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. To the air again. Gone. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, well, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah,
and he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. So the call is made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Corey Littleton there on the tackle. Again, it's Jones. Trucks over him, and that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. He may try and run for this. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
On first down, it's Jones. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. It's our field. It's our field.
They'll go again to Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Graham. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determine that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they work this out past the 25. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Goff now A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the gun, here's Goff. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that one will be accepted.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Automatic
They
first
come up in an offset eye. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now it's gone toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive.
And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. A 1-yard touchdown pass as his guys are back within a single score. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Now Jones. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
On play action. Now Rodgers. It's caught outright by Graham. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Rodgers now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Rodgers going to throw. Well, they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call.
Defense.
trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Dexter Williams, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Baby, let's go! Let's go!
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
And it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to the hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well,
and he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Kenny Clark picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Throwing on second and long. Goff. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And he's got Fitzgerald. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one a first down. Goff now to throw. He gets it to Cooks. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The end result, 21 yards. Goff throwing again. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
Larry Fitzgerald there to make the grab. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. A big play coming now for the Rams as they'll go for 2. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And that almost makes it a brand-new ball game. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down. And the goal, in the game, with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, you still have the lead.
Rodgers throwing quickly out to Adams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Working from the gun. Rodgers. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Taken from just outside the 30. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all. And now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
To throw is gone. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted.